This is the setup process for the Eufy X8. Here we can see everything that you get in the box for the actual setup process. I do appreciate the fact that the robot vacuum itself already comes with a filter installed as well as a side brush. So the other ones that you have in the box are actually extras, so you don't need those for the installation process or setup process like you do for other robot vacuums. Step one is actually to, on the front of the bumper guard here, on either side, for traveling, they do add little foam protectors so that the bump guard doesn't get disturbed while traveling. Once that's in place, the robot vacuum is actually set. The first step is actually putting in place your docking station and power cord. Now, as I've done with other robot vacuums in the past, I will be putting it under my entertainment center there, which the Eufy X8 here is low profile enough to get under there. One of the things that I do like about the Eufy right here for the docking station, if we flip it over, there actually is a place to wrap the cord around to keep it out of place. So I'll be doing that since it'll be kind of hiding under there. One of the other things with the docking station right here, this is actually a removable instruction panel, but I'm keeping it on because what this is actually a sticky tack or a plastic thing to kind of help keep the docking station in place. You do see it has rubberized feet right there and on the back panel that I removed, but since I'm going to be installing this on carpet, I'm going to leave this in place so that I don't get weird residue on my carpet. So just know, if you're installing this for the first time and are doing this on carpet, keep this one on so you don't have to worry about any weird residue on your carpet. The power station itself also has dual channels for that little hidden cord wrap that I was referring to. So if your power supply is that way versus that way, you have channels that you can pick from. It's little touches like that that let you know what you're getting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get everything plugged up and get the base station set up underneath that entertainment center over there. And then after that, we are supposed to move the 8X onto the docking station to start powering it.
You will know you correctly connected your base station when you see the little white light on the top. Of course, I missed that. But there is a very loud vocalization, music, and an indicator that it is charging. You can see right there, 3 buttons on the top. They also are blinking blue, and now we have an orange one indicating that it is charging. If you do this and don't have it under furniture, it'd probably be a little easier. You can see my rat's nest of cableage back there. Wi-Fi is blinking because we do need to set that up because that is the next step.
For the setup process, here we have the Eufy Home app. Now, if you have the Eufy Security app, this is a different application just for home devices like the robot vacuum. I will say, at the very least, you can use the same username and password that you have for your Eufy Security app in your Eufy Home app. So just know, you have that little bit of leeway between all of the applications. When you first set it up, you have nothing to look at, so it's going to prompt you right away to add a device. We're going to select add a device and then select robot vacuum because, well, that's what we have. Now we have choices for which robot vacuum we have. Right here I have the Robo Vac X8. We're going to select that. We will need to turn on our phone's Bluetooth, so if you don't have your Bluetooth on, do make sure that you do that, and we're just going to let that go. Here we go. It has found my particular robot vacuum. I'm going to select the plus sign right there. And now it's going to ask us to log into our Wi-Fi network. And I'm going to quickly do this off camera. And then if you plan to have other Eufy products, you can select save the password so that when you're setting up future products, you don't have to go through the typing in. So we're going to say next. And now it is going to send the Wi-Fi signal to the robot vacuum, connecting it to my home network. And right up there, there is a percentage sign, which if I move like that is a little easier to see. And then it has been successfully added. We can personalize the device by giving it a name. And there we go. My robot vacuum has a name. We select save name. And now this screen lets you know that you are now the owner of the device and you can share it with other people if you want. We're just going to select OK for now. And then here we go. Here's my home, Wanderer 001. Since it's the first time that we've started the app with this robot vacuum, there's some tips and tricks. We have Charlemagne charging and the play button right there. But that would complete the installation and setup process for the Eufy X8.